I'm Karen Borda. Thank you for joining us today on Plugged Into DFW. Thanksgiving was Thursday. Everyone is getting into the holiday spirit. Only 3 short weeks until Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa. So, do you have your gifts yet? What about the presents for those hard-to-buy-for relatives? Well, maybe a gift that gives back would do the trick. This morning, we have several ideas for you, and we start with paper for water. Now, the sale of these ornaments goes directly toward providing clean water to people around the globe. Joining me now to talk about this is, for Paper for Water, Youth Volunteer of the Year, Travis Nolan. First of all, congratulations for that. What does it take to be the Youth Volunteer of the Year?
So I've been working with Paper for Water for more than a year now, and I started working with them last year, and I attended their 7-year anniversary, where they spoke about their new 2020 challenge, where they had challenged volunteers in the community to raise 5 wells before 2020. And I was actually inspired by the presentation to commit to one of those wells. So I reached out to a couple friends and we took on the project. So I've been working at that since then, and going to events, fundraising, different sorts of events, lots of organizing, teaching people how to fold, trading ornaments for donations. And so working at that, I've put in more than 250 hours over the year, and that's what I received the award for, yes.
And I have to say, I want people at home to understand that you are a senior in high school.
Yes.
And this is how you're devoting your time. I think that our society and our country is in a wonderful place if there are people like you out there doing this and giving of their time and of themselves. Let's talk a little bit about this cause, though. Why is there a need for Paper for Water?
So a lot of people don't realize, but more than 840 million people around the world lack access to clean water. And 360 children under the age of 5 each year die because of this lack of access to clean water. And those deaths could be prevented if they had access to clean water.
You're right. I think that's absolutely incredible. And we here in this country, we don't even think twice about turning on the tap. Right. And assuming that the water is going to be clean. So who started this mission?
The Paper for Water, it was started 8 years ago by 2 girls, Catherine and Isabel Adams, and they were only 5 and 8 years old at the time. And over the 8 years Paper for Water has been active, this volunteer base has grown to hundreds of volunteers around the world. But Paper for Water still revolves very heavily around the youth. For example, they started just this year the Changemakers Council, which is an advisory board for Paper for Water made up entirely of youth, of students, including myself.
Okay, so we're using that term Paper for Water, but what is it actually? I mean, Are we looking at these ornaments? I mean,
Yes.
What is it?
So the mission of Paper for Water is to bring water and the word to the thirsty, one piece of paper at a time. And it does this by empowering its volunteers to really make a difference. So essentially the idea is that by folding and selling these ornaments, we raise money for water projects around the world.
So you don't buy these? I mean, you guys make these?
No, we make them. And hours of work goes into each one.
Really?
Yeah. For example, this one is from 60 sheets of paper and can take 6 hours to fold. So there's a lot of intricate folding and assembly work that goes into one of these ornaments.
Okay, and I understand. Okay, you can see the glitter on there. I'm looking at the price tag too. This is a $70 ornament,
right.
And are those real diamonds? Or are these
No.
rhinestones? What is it? Because that's like, this is beautiful.
Rhinestones, yeah. So we've got different beads on each one to decorate. And I like to point out this one in particular is a Dallas exclusive, so it's only available at North Park and downtown Neiman's.
Wow. It's really great that Neiman's has gotten on board with this. I mean, and it really is incredible. How long did it take you to learn how to do this?
So before working with Paper for Water, I'd actually been folding origami for almost 10 years. So I had the experience for it, but even then it took me a little while to learn each one of the ornaments.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time to teach people how to do these. So we have folding events every month where people come, and we'll have up to 100 people come in, learn to fold. And usually how it works is that people will fold the individual units for each ornament. So each one of these is made up of a bunch of sheets of paper, these ones from 30, these from 60, and then more experienced volunteers will assemble them into the final ornament.
It's really incredible. what you guys are doing, and the fact that you said it was started by a couple of little girls,
Right.
and it's continued by young people like you. I think it's a wonderful thing, and you're making a difference for people around the world.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Once you graduate high school. Well, for more information about how you can help provide clean water to people across the globe, go to paperforwater.org, and you can find these ornaments at Neiman Marcus stores and online at neimanmarcus.com. Now, coming up, more gifts that give back. We're going to be talking about Feed My Starving Children, Roma Boots, and Seek Candles. Up next, find out how these small batch candles are helping refugees and immigrants find safety and peace in North Texas. And we'd like to hear from you. If you've got a community issue or concern, send us an email. Our address is pluggedintodfw@cbs.com. We'll do our best to address your items every week.